from the perspective of team building, I think this is one of the best team building sessions that I've ever attended. If our leaders could do the same thing back in the office, we could strategize, collaborate the way we did in the last few days. Mesiniaga will be much earlier than 2019, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm confident we can do it.
The overall experience has been very profound. The experience touches from thought process all the way down to vision, intention, how feelings affect thinking, and how it affects behaviors that are manifested in the things that we do.
I like the fact that at each stage, as people reflected on what they were doing and how they behaved, that they used all the learnings in order to improve in the next iteration of the game. So that was very, very positive.
It is almost real life. You touch everything that we do every day in the office. At the beginning, I was a bit skeptical about the game, but as we proceeded, I realized that whatever we learned from the game could be put into practice in our game. We could clearly see it.
First things first, empathy. Because when we play the game, clearly teamwork was critical, and if you don't have empathy, the teamwork will not happen as naturally. So that's definitely one of it that affects you. The other area I would say is in terms of communication. Being able to speak out and voice out, not without feeling, but in a way that is constructive. Asking for help at the right time, extending help when we know we can, rallying each other towards the goals that we've been, and at the end of it, celebrating success, or maybe even learning from the mistakes that we did.
I like the way that Evolve doesn't just the behavioral therapy had a direct impact, even the subsequent gaming, in a way that even despite all kinds of challenges and adversity that was even earlier in the game, the group was still a bunch of winners. At the end, based on what they had learned and applied, and the emotions resulted in better strategies, better tactical moves, and that was all very, very useful.
I would say yes, because I believe that new ways of learning are becoming more essential. I think people want something different that provokes different types of thinking, different types of behavior. So if you ask me right now, personally, I would say yes. Given a chance, I would prefer immersive learning, and I would highly recommend it to L&D professionals or even organizations that are looking at diversifying their L&D strategies.
Well, for one, the games made it different. Initially, I think the participants were not able to see how the game related to what happened later, the reflection. As one of the participants said, the approach actually made her want to come for the next day because it was something different.
Other learning tend to be around knowledge, and it doesn't let the individuals reflect about how they would affect one another in a collective environment, and it's more about the self, whereas this is about how does the self impact the group, and that is very, very powerful once you figure out the individual dynamics within your environment, how they collaborated with each other, and the weaknesses and all that. And I believe it would even result in some positive character changes going forward.
I think it's important because the learning approach is different, and it's not something that we're used to. So people are not able to predict what's going to happen. It's not a traditional learning experience. it was nice to introduce something different. The reflection session also helped. So that was something new as well. The so-called therapy session was never something we did before, at least for our organization. So it had actually helped many of the participants uncover things that were deep inside, basically going over the surface.
I can feel and see that the contribution, participation from all participants is a lot more than normal team buildings or even sessions. It's not knowledge per se, it's more like sharing feelings, experience, that it's important to make sure that the whole company goes.
I would certainly recommend this to other leaders.
I would definitely recommend, if I could, to the senior management that more of our people could attend such training, because it uncovers a lot of things that would actually help with unblocking roadblocks.
Definitely encourage management groups who want to understand beyond just natural business KPIs. They want to understand the working dynamics beyond just what's on paper. So I would really recommend them that they actually send their management through this course, because they'll definitely be surprised, positively surprised by the outcome.